They call him up to Washington to speak for Uncle Sam. But when they ask him what they are, they shut up like a clam. I wish they'd take and put me on the witness stand today. I'd yell so loud, old Stalin could hear me. I'm no communist, I'll tell you that right now. I believe a man should own his own house and car and cow. I like this private ownership, and I want to be left alone. Let the government run its business, and let me run my own. Our government is bigger than it ever was.
Listen, I don't believe it's a political party. I believe it's an un-American thing. And the thing that I resent the most is that they are able to get into these unions and take them over and represent to the world that a group of people that are in my plant that I know are good 100% Americans are trapped by this group, and they're represented to the world as supporting all of those ideologies, and it's not so. And I feel that they really ought to be smoked out and shown up for what they are, so that all the good free causes in this country, all the liberalisms that really are American, can go out without this taint of communism. That's my sincere feelings on it. I just feel that the thing can be proven un-American, that it ought to be outlawed, and I think that some way should be done without interfering with the rights of people, and I think that will be done. I have that faith. Without interfering, I mean with the good American rights that we all have now and we want to preserve.
Have you any suggestions to offer as to how the industry can be helped in fighting this menace?
Well, I think there's a good start toward it. I know that I've been handicapped out there in fighting it because they've been hiding behind the labor setup. They get themselves closely tied up in the labor thing so that if you try to get rid of them, they'd make a labor case out of it. And I think if they can clean them out of the labor unions and get our unions, I believe in the American way of labor unions, and to keep them clean, we got to fight for it.
As witness Robert Taylor takes the stand. In answer to a committee question on whether the Communist Party should be outlawed in America, Mr. Taylor replies,
I personally certainly do believe that the Communist Party should be outlawed. However, I'm not an expert on politics or of what the reaction would be. If I had my way about it, they'd all be sent back to Russia or some other unpleasant place.
You are here before the Committee on Un-American Activities in response to a subpoena which was served upon you on October the 3rd, 1947, are you not?
That is correct, sir. I think in the past 4 or 5 years specifically, I've seen more indications which seem to me to be signs of communist activity in Hollywood and the motion picture industry.
In any particular field?
No, sir. I suppose the most readily determined field in which it could be cited would be in the preparation of scripts, specifically writing of those scripts. I have seen things from time to time which appeared to me to be slightly on the pink side, shall we say.
Have you ever observed any communistic information in any scripts?
Well, I've turned down quite a few scripts because I thought they were tinged with communistic ideas. They haven't attempted to use me, I don't think, because apparently they know that I'm not very sympathetic to communism.
Living in a country that's the finest place on earth, but some folks don't appreciate this land.
There has been a small group within the Screen Actors Guild which has consistently opposed the policy of the Guild board and officers or the Guild itself as evidenced by the vote on various issues. That small clique has been referred to, has been discussed as more or less following the tactics that we associate with the Communist Party.
I will be frank with you that as a citizen, I would hesitate, or I would not like to see any political party outlawed on the basis of its political ideology, because we've spent 170 years in this country on the basis that democracy is strong enough to stand up and fight for itself against the inroads of any ideology, no matter how much we may disagree with it. But at the same time, I never, as a citizen, want to see our country become so, or become urged by either fear or resentment of this group that we ever compromise with any of our democratic principles through that fear or resentment.
Well, we agree
I still
with that,
think
too.
that democracy can do it.
However, if it is proven that this organization is the agent of a foreign power or is in any way not a legitimate political party, and I think the government is capable of doing that if the proof is there, then that is another matter.
Durante a Segunda Guerra Mundial, União Soviética e Estados Unidos foram aliados em um esforço comum para derrotar o eixo liderado pela Alemanha nazista. Menos de 2 anos após o fim do conflito, eles se tornaram adversários ideológicos, mostrando ter sido apenas uma conveniente estratégia de ambos. Desse modo, iniciou-se a Guerra Fria, que polarizou o mundo até hoje entre o capitalismo e o socialismo. Um dos motivos dessa transição de aliados a rivais foi a adoção pelos Estados Unidos da América da doutrina Truman, em 1947, criada para conter a expansão do comunismo no mundo. Nesse contexto, Joseph Mac Carthy criou a HUAC, comissão do Senado americano de caça às bruxas, o que deu início ao macartismo. Foi nesse período que se iniciou uma severa perseguição a profissionais de Hollywood, acusados de comunismo. Voltando alguns anos atrás, é possível ver como a União Soviética e os Estados Unidos já utilizavam o cinema como forma de fortalecer as suas ideologias. Com efeito, os Estados Unidos da América criaram o primeiro estúdio de Hollywood em 1911, e a União Soviética os Agitprop Trains, os trens de agitação, em 1918. Ambas as nações usaram o cinema durante anos como ferramenta para evoluírem a um estágio de superpotências, cada uma à sua hipócrita maneira.
Injalawa kukala rumba, shibaba, 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 my bambino go to sleep. Shibaba, 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 injalawa kukala rumba, shibaba, 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 my bambino go to sleep. Shibaba, 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 injalawa kukala rumba, shibaba, 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 my bambino go to sleep.
This involves a serious question of conscience for me.
Conscience?
Conscience, sir. Conscience. I say you do raise a serious question of conscience for me when you ask me to act in concert with you to override the Constitution.
Mr. Chairman,
go ahead. Wait a minute, let me answer the question.
Just a minute.
In asking me to violate the constitutional guarantee of
the Constitution.
It does.
Answer a question. The witness is through. Stand away.
I wish to repeat, Mr. Chairman.
Stand away.
We're living in a country that's the finest.
Mr. Lieberman, are you a member of the Screenwriters Guild, or have you ever been a member of the Screenwriters Guild?
Now, Mr. Stribling, I would like to reply to this very quietly. Mr. Chairman also. If I will not be interrupted, I will attempt to give you a full answer to this question. It has become very clear to me that the real purpose of this investigation...
That is not...
of the motion picture industry.
Ask him the next question. Ask him the next question.
Mr. Lieberman. Mr. Lieberman.
Go ahead, ask him.
Mr. Lieberman. Are you a member of the Communist Party, or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Are you a member of the Communist Party?
Are you now, or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
It is perfectly clear to me, gentlemen, that if you continue in this
Mr.
particular
Chairman, will you direct the witness to answer that question?
Answer the question. And that is to cause strife in the industry.
You're excused.
Chaos in the industry.
Will you direct the witness to answer that question, Mr. Chairman, before he leaves his stand?
I have not refused to answer the question. I told you before I will answer this question
now, Mr.
fully.
Lieberman,
your purpose is to use this to disrupt the motion picture industry, to invade the right not only of me, but of the producers to their thoughts, to their opinions. And this I will not permit.
Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
The question of communism is in no way related to this inquiry, which is an attempt to get control of the screen and to invade the basic rights of American citizens in all fields. The question here relates not only to the question of my membership in any political organization, but this committee is attempting to establish the right, which is historically denied to any committee of this sort.
We're going to get the answer to that question if we have to stay here for a week. Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
It's unfortunate and tragic that I have to teach this committee the basic principles of Americanism.
That's not the question. The question is, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I'm framing my answer in the only way in which any American citizen can frame his
then
answer
you denied,
to a question
then you,
which invades his, absolutely invades
then
his
you
right.
denied, you refused to answer that question. Is that correct?
I have told you that I will offer my beliefs, my affiliations, and everything else to the American public, and they will know where I stand, as they do from what I have written.
Stand away from the stand.
For Americanism for many years, and I shall
stand away from the stand.
Fight for the Bill of Rights, which
the rights of American labor to inviolably secret membership lists have been won in this country by a great cost of blood and a great cost in terms of hunger.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Chairman, first I should like to know whether the quality of my last answer was acceptable, since I am still on the stand.
This had nothing to do with your last answer or the last question. This is a new question.
I see. Mr. Stribling, you must have some reason for asking me this question.
You can address the
You do. I understand that the members of the press have been given an alleged Communist Party card belonging to me. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
You're not asking the question.
I was.
The chief investigator's asking the question. Now, are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I believe I have the right to be confronted with any evidence which supports this question. I should like to see what you have.
Oh, well, you would.
Yes.
Well, you will pretty soon.
country that's the finest place on earth. But some folks don't appreciate this land that gave them birth. I hear
Thank you.